Remember, feel free to send me your answers as a good grade, right? So they told you, oh my, they told you line E. Oh, E. Line E lies on the points 5, that's a 5, minus 2, and come on, 6, 3. Remember, the first thing you want to do for any question is write down all the information that they gave you, right? So they told us that line E lies on the points 5, minus 2, and 6, 3. And then they also told us that the line F, so just put F, is perpendicular. This means perpendicular to this line E. And they also said that F passes through. So just put passes through the point 2, minus 1. So the first thing we want to do, hold on, let me get this right. Remember, perpendicular lines, this product of their gradients is minus 1. So M1 times M2, let me hide this. M1 times M2 would be equal to minus 1. So in this case, my M1, so the gradient of E is M1, and then the gradient of F is M2. Since F is perpendicular to E, that means that M1 times M2 would be equal to minus 1. Everybody remembers that, right? All the people who were here last class. Remember that? Yes, no?
Yes, miss.
Right. So what we need to do now, we need to find the gradient of line E. That's the only way we could find the gradient of F. Can anybody tell me? Anybody who was here, or anybody that who knows? What's the formula for the gradient?
y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1.
Divided by x2 minus x1. So I want this. Which point do I want? No, I want this point. So that coordinate to be my y1. I mean my x1 and x2. And I want, actually, no. What am I saying? I want this coordinate to be my x1, my y1, and I want this coordinate to be my x2 and my y2. But remember, they're interchangeable. So if I wanted, I could have said this coordinate right here is my x1 and y1, and this one is my x2 and y2. So all you have to do now is sub in the values. Y2, we said y2 is 3, so we put 3 right there, minus oh my, what just happened? Okay. I don't know what just happened. But anyways. So M1, in this case, M1, which is the gradient of E, is equal to 5. Everybody understands that so far, right? Yes, no?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
All right. So we found out that M1, which is the gradient of line E, is 5. And we know that F is perpendicular to line E. So whatever the gradient of F is, when multiplied by 5, so M2, when multiplied by 5, the product would be -1. So all we have to do now is find what M2 is. So M2, we'll divide 5 on both sides, and 1, -1 divided by 5 is -1 on 5. And this is why -1/5 is the gradient for F. Everybody understands that?
Yes, miss.
All right. Okay, and we already know how to find the equation of a line given a point. This is let me use a different color. This is my point, and we know that the gradient, M2, is -1/5. Can anybody tell me the two methods to find the equation of a line?
Y equals mx plus c, or you could use y minus y1 is equal to m open brackets x minus x1 close brackets.
Good job. But we like to use the second method. Well, most people. So y minus y1 is equal to m in brackets x minus x1. We put back y minus y1 is -1. So that's -1 is equal to m, which is the gradient. We said that's -1/5. So we put -1/5 there. Put back x minus x1 is 2. So we do put the 2 there. And now we just solve for y. So we transpose to make y the subject of the formula. Why are we doing that? Because the general equation of a line, remember, it's y is equal to mx plus c. And that's the form I want it in. That's why I'm making y the subject of the formula. So y minus -1, remember minus and a minus is a plus, so that becomes y plus 1 is equal to -1/5. We could expand these brackets. So it's -1/5 times x. So it becomes -1/5 x. And then -1/5 times -2. -1 times -2 is 2. So it's 2/5. Remember, we aim in for y is equal to mx plus c, and we want y by itself. So we subtract 1 from both sides to get -1/5 x. 2/5 minus 1 is -3 on 5. Everybody understands that? Hold on there. That's okay. Okay, so everybody understands that. This is my answer. So if they wanted, since they wanted the equation of line F, this is my answer. So we're good, right? Any questions? Feel free to ask. Don't want anybody to be confused. All right. So I have another question for you. And then that'll be it for perpendicular lines. And we have to move on to something else. Just finish this last one for me. They want the equation of line B. This one is similar to the question we just did. Don't forget to send me your answers. I just want to make sure that everybody's getting it. And if you're not, let me know. You need me to send a picture of this question too on WhatsApp. If so, just let me know. We have less than 1 minute left, so you just rejoin and then we'll go through the answer.